stalkers you have on your platforms watching you to see your every move so they could try to destroy you. But see, I'm not going to even block them and I'm not going to let them fear me because they're no match for God. And whatever it's going to be when God have it for you. So people try to stalk you, go behind you with comments, liking your comments like they following you, letting you know that they're everywhere you are. You don't scare me. My Father up in heaven protects his anointed. Believe that. And I'm not going to block you. And I'm not going to block the people that I know that's probably sitting spells and all that to try to hinder what God has for me. You cannot stop no matter what you do. You cannot stop nobody's blessings. Who are you to stop somebody's blessings? People shouldn't spend all day on social media trying to ruin somebody they really don't know. They should be trying to get themselves together. Look how the world is. You don't know if you step out the door tomorrow if you're going to make it back home or not. You don't know if your kids going to go to school and make it back home. You should be at home praying for your children for safety because this world is something else. Ain't nobody safe. Not even driving, going to the store, going to the school. You know what I mean? I see y'all peeping on there. It's all right. I can't see your faces. But the point of it is, people need to take time out to go within and fix themselves. The only way you're going to better yourself and prosper in life is you got to better yourself. You got to let go of all toxic, toxic ways, things that happen to you, burdens, problems, things that you held on for too long. That stuff right there helps you get old, make your mind bad, make you stressed out, all kind of stuff. It's not even, I found out serving the Lord, it's not worth it. Really, what are you accomplishing by stressing over something that you can't control? Or somebody leaving your life and ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? So stop trying to hold on to people that don't want to be kept. Fix yourself. You know what I mean? Work on you. If you know you weren't the problem, I wouldn't worry about it. You know what I mean? But you know you weren't perfect in the situation, but if you know you weren't the problem, then work on yourself. And the best way to do that is really to have peace with everything you've been through your life and that you're still going through. And that's why he said he bring you out from the world because all the stuff that's going on in the world, somehow, some kind of way, long as you serve him, read that word, stay in, stay on one accord with God. No matter what, he'll bring you peace. I got in a car accident which probably made everybody happy and it probably was planned. I don't know. But then again, I ain't gonna get Satan the glory because God lets Satan do what he want to do. He just want to see how you gonna get through it because he's gonna be always there with you. So my shoulder and everything got messed up. My car got totaled out. But it's a blessing the man he took fault. It's his fault. Um, it's been a process for me. I've never experienced no crap like this before in my life. And then my job didn't appreciate me. They don't want me there in my condition, which that don't make sense. So I'm not gonna sweat that either because when one door open, God opens another door. As long as you his faithful servant and you try to just about get everything to him. He knows sometimes we're gonna get weak. Our flesh we flesh. We're gonna get weak. We're gonna get short of faith, all that. But as long as you keep going to him and asking him to pick you up and give you strength and guide you, God will guide you. He will. He really will. I didn't seen him since I've been going through this terrible ordeal. I didn't seen him do some work in my life. And I know it ain't nobody but God. Ain't nobody but God. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not bound down to nobody. I'm not bound down to nobody. I know God will provide all my needs. But you don't just sit there and not do nothing and not help your situation. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is all these people that think they hee ha ha laughing at the fact of your pain. You don't know when you're gonna go through the same thing. You don't know if your situation when you go through it is gonna be worse. And if it is, I hope to God y'all have God in your life. Because with his hands off of you, some people might not make it. But if his hands is on you and you know he there for you, that you know when you down, he gonna keep picking you up, that no matter what, he ain't gonna let you do go without, and you really give that over to him, the more you have faith is the more God can show up in your life. But it's up to you. And sometimes it's hard for us to serve God, and we knew at that getting close to him like that, and you gotta just we not used to letting people in like that. We not used to letting, trusting everything in something. You know what I mean? And people probably say, why you trust God when you don't see him? You might not see him, but you can feel him. For a person like me to go from drinking, smoking, being in a dark place, depressed. I was a lovable person, but I didn't care no more. After my sister got murdered real bad, and my little brother, and a lot of death started happening in my family, and I was like, it just overwhelmed me. It was like I couldn't catch my breath. And one happened this year where my cousin got stabbed to death in front of some kids, and it wasn't even her situation. She tried to get in to help, and she got killed in the process. And it's like murder after murder after murder after murder. So when you get to that point where you just stuck and you don't know which way to go, I just one night said, God, help me, Jesus, help me, because I felt like I was a zombie. Like I was walking around, but my soul and my body was dead. And that's no way to live. You can't enjoy life like that. And then I had children that looks up to me, you know what I mean? And it's just no way to be. To see their mom like that, it started stressing my kids out. So I had to get to, save what's left of me, and to make sure my kids and their kids do better than I have done in life, and know God. You know, they knew God, but I didn't, make them consistently going to church, stuff like that. But they know God because they seen him work in my life. Now I got my kids saying, we know God with you. After that car accident, and when nothing left but them doors, and everything got tore up. Everything got tore up on both sides. I got hit by 2 cars, and I made it out. I'm alive. And that's more than enough to be grateful, because I could have lost the limb instead of being broke. All the other injuries, I could feel them. That means I'm not paralyzed. So, you know, whatever the devil thought he set out to do, it didn't prosper. You can form your weapon, and you can basically slow a person down, and you basically hurt them, but you can't take them from God. Not their soul. You can't take them. You can't have that person's soul when they serving the Lord. So you had your try, and they're gonna keep coming for you the closer you get to God. But don't be discouraged, because you'll have the feel of things where you'll know how to rebuke that devil and stay in your word and stay prayed up and pray against fear, stagnation, negativity, poverty. Um, Pray to God keep your mind, keep you in your right mind. Pray to God be there with you through everything you go through. And he will. He will. 'Cause I done been through a lot. And this last thing, I know he was there with me. I felt his presence. And I owe him everything, because he saved my life. And I don't care what nobody say. God is real. Don't believe the hype. It might not look like he doing a lot in people's lives, but he's behind the scenes preparing you for your blessing. But he want to make sure you're not going through the same cycles. You're not dealing with the same evil people. You're slow to anger. You accepting that peace. You accepting giving everything over to him and let him guide you. Once you get all that straightened down, packed, and you get closer to his heart, and when he know that you going to know how to take care of your blessing and not just give it over to anybody, fall for manipulation, He wants you to help people, don't get me wrong, when he bless you. He wants you to give back in return, which I've been giving all my life. Even when I had 50 cents, I would split it. But God will be there with you. Just keep the faith. Don't give up. And if you don't know God, ask him to come in your life and see how quickly you get that peace come up over you. And that peace is worth more than anything. Because it's not always about money, which he gonna make sure you live abundantly or a good life. But a lot of people that got money are not happy. It's because it's just hard. But go to God, and y'all stay blessed out there. Enemies, you ain't my enemies. I'm still praying for you, whether you hate me or not. You got to give an account to God. And like he said, no weapons formed against me shall not prosper. This is Sissy's mess, y'all. Because this is my mess that got me closer to God. If you're wondering why I named it Sissy Mess. Y'all have a good day.